you more. More than yesterday, I need you more. More than words can say, I need you more than ever before. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. I need you more. More than yesterday, I need you more. More than words can say, I need you more than ever before. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. More than the air I breathe, more than the song I sing, more than my next heartbeat, more than anything, and Lord, as time goes by, I'll be by your side, because I never want to go back to my old life. I need you more. More than yesterday, I need you more. More than words can say, I need you more than ever before. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. More than the air I breathe, more than the song I sing, more than my next heartbeat, more than anything, and Lord, as time goes by, I'll be by your side, 'cause I never want to go back to my old life. I need you more. I need you more. I need you more. I need you more. Righteousness, righteousness is what I long for. Righteousness is what I need. Righteousness, righteousness is what you want for me. Brokenness, brokenness, brokenness is what I long for. Brokenness is what I need. Brokenness, brokenness is what you want for me. So take my heart and form it. Take my mind and transform it. Take my will and conform it to yours, to yours, oh Lord. So take my heart and form it. Take my mind and transform it. Take my will and conform it to yours, oh Lord. To yours, oh Lord. To yours, oh Lord.
Oh, it works. Well, I will tell you this, that I'm on here almost every single day. And every once in a while, I'll come up here and say, one day, I will be standing behind the pulpit. And today, God answered that prayer. So I hope you're ready. Buckle your seatbelts, because I'm going to be like Pastor Scott, and I'm going to be bold. So, we're going to start at Mark. It's going to be chapter 11, verse 12. The next day, as they were leaving Bethany, Jesus was hungry. Seeing in the distance a fig tree and leaf, he went to find out if it had any fruit. When he reached it, he found nothing but leaves, because it was not the season for the figs. Then he said to the tree, "May no one ever eat from you again." And the disciples heard from him say it. Dear Jesus, Lord, your Spirit's already in this place. God, you're already here. Lord, I just ask you to use me as an instrument today, but let me hide behind the cross, Lord. I don't want the glory. I want you to get the glory, because I'm nothing. I'm nothing without you. So today I want you to shine, but I want you to use me as an instrument today, and let me hide behind that cross, Lord. And don't let this word fall on deaf ears today. Amen. All right. So Chip helped me kind of out today, too, because he's my mentor. Pastor Scott's my pops. So I'm sitting here. I read this. It was actually about last week, and this is when I actually went to the pastor's prayer, and I actually gave it to the pastors. And, you know, it's hard at 24 years old, and you come up against 40 and 50-year-old pastors and tell them about this. But I'm sitting there like, Jesus, why in the world did you curse a fig tree when it's out of season? I said, I went to Chip. I said, Chip, why did he do that? I said, I don't have a clue. Why did he do that? So he said, well, this is your time. God's trying to deal with you. God's trying to, do this for you. So what I did is I went in And I found out. So the first thing I had to do was find out, what's the significance of a fig tree? Okay? The fruit of the fig tree generally appears before the leaves. And because the fruit is green and it blends in with the leaves right up until it almost ripe. Oh, that's not even the one I want. I'll tell you. The fig trees, okay? When there's leaves on it, there's usually fruit right behind it, no matter what. So in the middle, when Jesus came up, he said he was hungry. So he went up to this fig tree and he said, I want some. He was hungry. So he went up, found out there wasn't no fruit on it, and he got mad. Same thing as we Christians. We come over here. We come in. We do our praise and worship. Somebody comes up. We show pretty leaves. Right? We show pretty leaves, but we bear no fruit. I was like, uh-oh. Jesus done talking. He went up to this tree, but it didn't bear no fruit. I was like, oh, come on. We're going. So I explained what a fig tree is. A fig tree has leaves, and when it has leaves, it's going to have fruit right behind it. But this tree didn't have no fruit on it. All right. So let's think about false prophets. These religions that come out here, right? These false prophets are out here, and they're doing all these motions. You gotta get God, and God's going to do this, and He's going to, He's going to love you, and all this stuff. And then you got these religions, and man tells you got to do this, and man tells you got to do that, and man's got to tell you to do this. But they're not bearing any fruit. Because once they go out there and walk out them doors, they're a completely different person. Think of you. There's so many pastors, there's so many religions out there that says, you have to do this, and you have to do that, or you're not going to do this, or you're not going to inherit the kingdom of God. When I was 7 years old, I went to a church, and that church told me I had to get baptized by water. I'm not getting into heaven. So for years, I'm like, well, I guess I'm not getting into heaven until Jesus actually He used me. Jesus mentions about being hungry. He mentions about being hungry. So, find my little notes. I had notes all over the place. How many people are hungry for Jesus but not getting fed by Christians? How many people, think of you yourself, how many people sees you? Let's take me for instance. Everybody wonders why I'm up here and I act so radical. I see it. I come up here. The reason why I'm so radical up here, because Jesus saved my life from years and years of pornography and depression and suicide and everything. That's why I praise as like I do. That's why I praise. That's why I'm loud. That's why I want to shoot from mountaintop to mountaintop so Jesus can hear me. But what if I did all that and I walk outside and I smoke up a cigarette? What if I go outside and I just cuss up a storm? I'm in here one person, but I walk outside another person. What are you going to think of me then? You're a hypocrite. Just like the Pharisees. How many times do you do that? How many times do you come down here and you go through all the motions? You go through all the motions. But you walk out there and you're a completely different person. It's like you shake the devil off when you walk through the doors. When you go back on, he's back on again. You get delivered in here, but once you walk through those doors, oh gosh, something bad happened today, and I got to smoke up a cigarette. I got to have this drink. You got to bear the fruit. When I say fruit, it's called the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness.